Imagine a world where the traditional rules of watch design are turned upside down, and the most iconic brands in the industry are forced to rethink their approach. This is exactly what happened in 2020, when Rolex, the company that has been a driving force in watchmaking history, introduced a collection that would change the face of watch design forever. As the pioneer behind the dive watch, the GMT watch, the first water-resistant watch, and the first automatic watches, Rolex's influence on the industry cannot be overstated. However, despite its iconic status, Rolex has never been seen as a trendsetter, preferring to stick to its traditional designs and ignoring passing horological fashions. But all of this changed with the introduction of the 2020 Rolex collection, which brought a wave of bright, bold, and colorful dials to the market. The idea was simple yet revolutionary. Instead of introducing new dial colors one at a time, Rolex launched a whole set of colored dials in a complementary palette all at once. The result was a collection of watches that were almost childlike in their purity, with coral red, green, turquoise, pink, and yellow dials that sparked a sense of excitement and playfulness. But here's where it gets interesting. This collection was not just a one-off experiment, but rather a strategic move to inject newness into the brand and appeal to a new generation of watch enthusiasts. As Fabio Cecchira, an industry consultant, notes, Rolex's communication was very stern, very institutional, but these new designs play a strategic role in injecting newness into the brand. The impact of this collection was immediate, with other brands quickly following suit. Zenith, Oris, and Tag Heuer all launched their own versions of brightly colored watches, and even microbrands like Split got in on the act. But what's behind this trend, and why are brands so eager to adopt this new approach to watch design? One reason is that it allows them to stand out in a crowded market and appeal to a younger generation of consumers who are looking for something new and exciting. As Cecchira explains, younger customers will feel reassured that their brand of choice is also fun and unexpected, not just Wimbledon and elite. Another reason is that it gives brands the opportunity to experiment with new colors and designs, and to push the boundaries of what is possible in watchmaking. As Professor Renzo Shamey, Director of Color Science and Imaging Laboratories at the Wilson College of Textiles of North Carolina State University, notes, color is influenced by the surrounding background and lighting, and all sorts of things. Even when you control all of these variables, it is highly subjective because our perception of color is a very personal experience. The shift towards brighter, more playful colors also reflects a change in consumer attitudes towards watches. As Shamey explains, some colors are more color constant than others, while some purples or olives or some mixed like khakis, if you change the illumination, they can shift quite a bit, while others are less susceptible. This means that brands need to carefully consider the colors they use and how they will interact with different lighting conditions. But what does the future hold for this trend, and will we see more brands adopting this approach to watch design? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain, the 2020 Rolex collection has left an indelible mark on the industry, and its influence will be felt for years to come. And this is the part most people miss, the fact that this trend is not just about aesthetics, but also about the way we interact with watches and the role they play in our lives. As the watch industry continues to evolve, it will be interesting to see how brands balance tradition and innovation, and how they respond to changing consumer attitudes and preferences. But here's the question. Will this trend continue to shape the watch industry, or will it eventually fade away? We want to hear from you. Do you think the 2020 Rolex collection was a game changer, or just a fleeting moment in the world of watch design? Let us know in the comments.